Hello, it's me, Ariza Gaming. We're back with Sour Gas or Bust 2. We are continuing. We're on the second stream today. I'm being eaten by Hillstream Loach. Hope you're all doing well. Ayla Evo, Carrie, actually. Of course, you can have a dupe. Any preference? I'll load up the dupes in a minute. Hello, Lagbot. Hello, Alex Byrne. First time catching a stream live. I do have a question for the plan. Isn't branching and sharing dupe labor? So if the machine needs so many branches just to recycle the water, shouldn't we have to subtract the oxygen the dupes need from our water calculations? Technically, yes, that's true. But I think the maths works out that if you have skilled ranchers, that the amount of guys you need is very low. And to be fair, if you're really trying to min-max it, you could get loads of Diver's Lungs dupes as well to help with that. Also, you could theoretically use Brackeen to replace the dupes. That would obviously take some more resources, but that would take the dupes out of the equation. The answer is I don't really know, but I don't think it's a huge amount. I don't think it's significant enough that it's going to stop our plan from working. And ultimately want the dupes anyways. But that does lend an argument to the fact that if we could do a setup with less critters and it's still as efficient, that's a better plan overall. Yeah, let's just jump on in. So, let's see. Who is getting the dupe? And I need to... There we go. I've set my headphones properly now.
Killer fish from San Diego. I don't know what I am, but I taste really good. I'm a killer fish. Hello. I'll be your killer fish for the evening. Thank you.
Thank you. Hope you do well, Ubervisk. Right, in terms of dupes without names, we have an Abe, we have a Max, and that's it. Would you prefer to be Abe or Max? Oh, we have a Gosman who's a doctor. Let's go with Gosman.
Thanks for the sub.
Ooh, thank you very much for your subscription, Lagbot. That's 2 months. Currently on a 2-month streak. Congratulations. Any revenue generated by the channel is 100% reinvested back into the channel. We're currently saving up for our fish tank cooler to keep these guys cooler in the summer. The issue is, I ordered it, and then the website came back to me. I shouldn't really be saying this. The website came back to me, and we said, sorry, the model that was on list for our website is out of stock now. We only have the newer model, which is 70 quid more. But if you pay 35 quid, we'll send you the newer model. And I was like, no way. Give me a refund. So I'm going to get it from somewhere else. You can't just have the wrong price on your website and have me pay the transaction and then ask me for more money. That's not how business works. I was pretty sad about that. I think I can find it for a similar price elsewhere, so it shouldn't take too long. But thank you very much for the subscription, Lagbot. Right, Gossman, you could be Carrie. Actually, that is actually spelled correctly. Oh wait, let me put the letters in there. That's fine. Right. Today, what's the plan today? So, we've made a fair bit of progress in one stream. We got the barracks, we got the Great Hall, we got the plum bathroom, we've got smart coal power, we've got the fire pole, we've got the nature reserve with the food in it, and we've even got some Pacu over here that are actually reproducing normally. I'm not going to start breeding these guys just yet. I kind of want to wait until we've got tropical Pacu before we do that. The saltwater guy is just heating up this polluted water. We're not going to consume any more of this polluted water. So hopefully that will lead to some tropical Pacu. But what I want to do next is I want to get Drecko set up. Because we want plastic for steam turbines. We have a cool steam vent here right for the taking. We do want to explore a little bit more as well. I want to find the natural gas vent. I want to find the natural gas vent so we can get Lord Fart Squad back in the colony. That's very much the plan. I think I'm going to give dupes... Oh, actually, we've already got 3 downtime slots. If I interrupt you quickly, you should go to bed now, right? No. We just missed the timing on that one. Maybe we're at the point where I'll start giving them 2 bedtime slots. We'll see. It's not like they need the morale yet. But yes, we're going to get Drecko sorted out. There's Drecko's down here. I'm going to keep digging out... I'm going to keep digging out the water. We're going to keep researching stuff. This is where we're actually planning on setting up the base long term, up here. sort of this side of the geyser, in this sort of area. I want to explore that a little bit more to try and determine the exact extents of the area we're working with. So let's actually dig over here as well. There is some polluted oxygen over here. We're trying to clean it before it gets down to the bottom of the map. We're being partially successful. I could put a deodorizer over here as well. We don't have to be like 100% successful in that. It's probably fine. But yes, with the Dreckos, I have a plan. It's our usual plan, to be honest. I have really enjoyed using this solution across a number of runs. I think it's very efficient for solving a lot of early game problems. The main issue is... Hello, Redneck. The main issue with this build is... we're feeding the Dreckos with the Pincha Peppers, which requires us to heat up polluted water with the Metal Refinery, which is obviously good because it means we can start making steel right away. The issue is we don't have a quick and easy polluted water source. What I'm thinking we could do... So there's a few pockets down here. I could just pump some from here to start with. There's not a lot of slimy water on the map. Actually, there's a bit more than I thought there was. Maybe we'll be alright. But I think what I really wanted to do was actually take... I guess this is all hot water from the cool steam vents, so it wouldn't be very wise to use that. Let the dupes pee freely. That won't be enough water for the Pincha Peppers, though. We have a chlorine vent. We could do balm lilies with Dreckos. That would require setting up Atmos suits. But that's probably not the worst idea in the world anyways. Let's definitely keep doing the research, though. I'm just gonna... Our dupes are very fast researchers in this run. So I'm just gonna let them branch stuff. Isn't it a Paku tank? Will it not last for a while? Yeah, but I want to keep the water in here, because that's a lot of mass that's keeping this cool enough so the dupes aren't getting scalded for now. That's what I want to do with that. We can start digging out. That's not a bad plan. So we could even just dig... Because the dupes are kind of bored at the moment. While I'm pontificating on what to do, let's just get them to dig out the swathes of the map. Seems like a sensible plan. Like, we can just come over here, grab all this stuff too. With a shower right out of the balm lily Dreckos, I don't complain that much. It suits too far. Yeah, I don't know. The alternative is we put the salt water through the Metal Refinery. The issue is, if we do it with steel, it's going to heat up the water by about 60 degrees, which is why I usually like doing it with polluted water. So I think what we'll do is we'll do some research for now. We'll keep digging out areas. We'll keep grabbing resources. And we will explore a little bit. But the goal for today will be to get the Drecko set up. And I also want to decide where I'm going to put the Drecko ranch. I want to actually put it somewhere where we're not going to get rid of it. And I may go back to the actual seed website just to have a look at the biomes, but that probably isn't really necessary. I think we can actually do this just fine. Let's dig out all the algae as well. We're going to want that. We're currently running the oxygen diffusers. I could just start running the electrolyzers. The issue with that is this is going to be the base. This is where the base is going to go. And I want to make sure that it's not actually filled with hydrogen. Right, the slugs. I need to separate the slugs into a room as well, but they're not going to bother anyone. So, where exactly is that going to go? Let's actually start planning out levels. That would be a good idea, wouldn't it? Okay, don't do that one. You could do that one. Oh, so that's actually a level? That's kind of annoying. That's alright, we'll skip that one. So perhaps what I could do for now is just put them in like a little, not a jail. I need to move them to somewhere where they're not going to leap over elsewhere. In fact, actually, here's what I might do. If I just deliver them straight here, that would solve the whole issue, wouldn't it? Because they wouldn't be in a room, and they wouldn't be able to grab any metal. Yeah, that seems like a good plan. So let's priority 9 this. Yeah, let's explore a little bit further today, see what the best solution is for incorporating the Dreckos into our base. And then we'll go from there. So, deliver them here. And we're going to start wrangling them up. So, let's wrangle you. And then I should actually set up some wires for them to hang on to, shouldn't I? That would be a good idea. Yeah, you dupes are allowed in here, that's fine. Cool. And once we've consumed all this water, we'll just drop the fire pole down here. Hello, Shishaline. Hope you're doing well. We're back. I'll tell you what. I had a really hard time coming up with what I was going to call this run on YouTube. I literally ended up just going with Sour Gas, hashtag or bust. Because I don't want to call it Sour Gas or Bust 2 Part 1, The Quickening, or something stupid. Something very convoluted like that. That didn't seem very appealing to me. You're a pretty good dupe. Do I need a strong dupe? It's tempting. You're a proper digger. We don't actually have a proper digger. You're also a good dupe. Let's take Ruby. That seems good. So now Max doesn't have to worry about digging anymore. I could even skill scrub Max and get him into farming. That would be a good idea. Yeah, I'm willing to do that, I think. That seems good. Let's do that now. I was just waiting to find a proper digger. Sour Gas or Bust is a catchy title. Yeah, I know. That's why I didn't want to get rid of it completely. Let's actually just put the skill scrubber over here. For now. And then that wire can go here. And we'll skill scrub Max. Because you should be farming. We will start farming soon. We still have a fair bit of digging we could do. And I would like the dupes to dig. Especially while we're coming up with a plan. Yeah, this is a good plan for the Plug Slugs. They're just isolated to this rock. They're not going to get crowded. What I can do is I could put wires on the underside. We can make this a wider block, actually. That would be a good idea. And then we can just have the Plug Slugs hang out on here. So let's actually wrangle all of these guys. Just a very rudimentary solution, I think, is the plan here. And then we can just ladder up past these guys. And then we can actually get into the frozen area. Now, we have a lot of frosty dupes. This makes so much sense. Sour Gas 0, Bust 1. Yeah, exactly. We're 0-1 down at the moment. We've done a lot of stuff with Plug Slugs in the past. I actually did a YouTube video a while ago about starvation ranching them. It's actually very material efficient if you've got a refined metal volcano to starvation ranch them. Each Plug Slug has its own ranch, own 12-size ranch, where it's right next to a feeder at all times. You starve them all times of day until like the millisecond it's about to turn to night. Then they eat a very tiny amount, are technically not starving at night, and when they go to sleep, they generate half the power they normally produce. And even once they start starving, so long as they're still on that wire, they'll still generate that 50% power efficiency, even though they're only eating like 2% of the food of normal. And that's by far the most efficient way to actually ranch them for power. If you want to ranch them for hydrogen, that's a different matter. But that's very much the plan. So I think what that means we'll do is we'll just build the wire here, and then that could go there, and then I could remove this. Obviously, he's not doing anything at the moment. Let's Party 9 this, actually. I think this is a pretty good plan to start with. Obviously, we do need to do all the digging. So I'll get the dupes to keep doing that. I'll get you to keep coming along here as well. That's fine. Right, so what we're going to want to do is tiles like this. We need to make sure that the Plug Slug doesn't leak. So that means probably digging it like this as well. There you go. This still seems fine. And then I've just got to make sure I don't actually connect this to anything. I will keep hammering out all these researches. The dupes are good at this. Let's get the conveyors. We'll want that at some point fairly soon. Gonna strict work on a shove bowl. Yeah, you can't just store all the shove bowls on a square where they're isolated from everything else. That's a pretty good way of doing it. Obviously, if they get the debris that they can eat, they'll turn that into a tile, and that can cause some issues. So generally, I prefer to put them in like a closed room. But yeah. There we go. Plug Slugs are safe. You don't actually need to dig any more of this out. There's 4 of them. There's 4 wire segments. That should do. Yeah. And then what we might want is we might actually want some more batteries. If we're doing that. Although what I might actually do is just set the coal to 10 and 20, and then this can charge up with Plug Slugs. But how much power did a wild Plug Slugs give? I guess we'll have a look at it later. I keep forgetting. To a certain extent, I wish the researchers had a mechanic that discouraged just unlocking everything without thinking about it. Huh? Maybe. What if techs required more research points for every tech that you've researched? So it's more efficient to only research the techs you want. Not like a huge penalty, but maybe like, say, the last tech is twice as expensive. I think that'd be a very straightforward way to do it. Untamed is probably low, since it's not fed, it's even lower. Yeah, it's probably not a lot. I'm hoping it's to the degree where the battery fills up overnight and then it just discharges throughout the day and we save coal. That's the aim. Oh, I clicked the wrong button. I did a challenge once where I had to print a dupe for every tech research. Interesting. Went on a resource-scarce planetoid, got to think about it a bit, but not too much. Yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of... Am I thinking... Is it RimWorld that does that? Is it RimWorld where you do that? I don't know. Now that we've actually got a doctor, I kind of wish we had the biobot builder here, but... I don't feel like doing biobots this time. Right, let's keep exploring. I want to get up here, because there's a geyser right up here. We are just going to breach straight into this, by the way. A, because the geyser's right nearby, and B, because I want to see, I want to explore, I want to plan how we're going to lay out our base. Because it's going to be in this area. We don't actually have obsidian digging yet. Well, that's fine, because we're going to access it on this side for now. Wiki said it's 100 watts when hungry, 4 slugs, 400 watts. That's pretty good. I mean, it's not for very long. If it doesn't fully charge the battery the whole way, maybe we'll go find more slugs. There are some more slugs over here, actually. This would be pretty easy to do. Yeah, let's grab this guy. Let's grab all the slugs. There's no reason not to, really. If I put a ladder here, then I can get you to start digging this out. Eventually get down to 20 watts. Yeah, but they're not like, they're not tame, so they're not going to get hungry. They're wild, so they're satisfied the whole time. But that's the important thing. We're going to keep them wild. We're not going to tame them at all. They're just going to be wild hanging out. That way they don't actually have to eat. And because they're not in a room, they're not going to get cramped either. Cool, more research. Wild critters do get hungry, they just don't starve to death. Yeah. Oh, okay. They're looking for food. Yeah, we'll just check the wire at night. That seems like a good plan. I'm glad we got our clay coming out of here as well. Am I just going to set this to ceramic? I think I am just going to set this to ceramic. We're going to want some ceramic at some point, right? Yeah, exactly. It's literally just saving coal. We will probably set up hatches as well, just so we have the option. But the Drecko is mandatory because we don't have an oil biome on this asteroid. We picked the seed without an oil biome. So if we want plastic, it's either going to be nectar or Dreckos, and we're not going to find any nectar here either unless we get a lucky seed from the printing pod. Which we did last time, but we didn't even manage to get the nectar going in the last run. So I don't think it's the best plan. Yeah, the Drecko, there's at least one Drecko here. I should prioritize it perhaps a bit more quickly than I am now, but I just want to see what's up here, frankly. Oh, wait, let's check those slugs. So they're producing 400 watts at the moment. This one's producing 40 watts because it's looking... I don't know why. They're both looking for food. I wish the game told me. I mean... I'll just take what I can get. But it looks like we definitely need more batteries if we're going to do it like this. I could just shove them down here for now. I could just shove them over... I want to get up over in this room. Maybe just shove them down here for now? Yeah. I mean, they aren't always going to generate 400 watts. But I should probably err on the side of having more batteries. Do I care about this? I probably do care about that, but not immediately. Let's explore up here. This is gonna determine what we do. I could... I think I am just gonna check what this is, because we literally scouted the seed in advance. I'm not gonna pretend I don't know what this is. It's an iron volcano. Okay. That's interesting. So, it is refined metal, which is great. It is gonna cook this biome a little bit, which is also probably not the worst idea at the start. If we melted all this ice, we could potentially get a lot of extra water, but we want to move in here. We don't really want to boil the base. Let's just uncover it for now, and then I'll think about what to do. There's a lot of heat capacity, though. There's a lot of really cold ice down here. You regret killing the sweet wheat. Yes, exactly. I know. I did this last time. I don't really want to kill the sweet wheat until the last moment, but... maybe we should just bite the bullet and actually plant it this time. Last time, we had a huge frozen biome. A huge tundra biome, and that let us actually... live off of wild sleep wheats for a while. But I'm not going to do that this time. I'm not going to coast off of sleep wheats. We're going to actually be a bit more productive than that. So I did some back on the bath envelope. Duplicate is 110 grams. 102 grams per second if the bathroom overflow is cycled. To me, that feels significant, but I'm very good at the game, so don't trust me ever. I mean, the thing is, we calculated that we could get as much water as we want, independent of geysers. It's more about what percentage of the Drecko's output is recycled back into ranching dupes. And the more things we have, the less it's going to matter. The more efficiency measures we have. The thing is, the more efficiency measures we have, usually what that means is we have more Dreckos on the same amount of water, which means the dupe labor increases as well. The Drecko meat is free? Yeah, that's very true. Very helpful. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's a saltwater geyser in here. I think I want to dig all of this out so that it doesn't off-gas as much. So let's do that as well. I mean... what I mean is the Hamas is going to be halved, so hopefully it's not going to off-gas as much. Maybe I'm talking out my arse on that one. Skills to pay the bills. There we go, we've got 2 redundant researchers. We don't need astronomy for now. Farmley's Dreckos also almost feel like a cheat. Free food forever. Yeah, I don't normally go with them. Not because it's the free resources, but just because I don't like having the dupes need to have suits to go in there. Or just being uncomfortable in the gases. But I feel like it's in the same vein as Pips, where it feels a bit boring to me, having a resource-free alternative. Like, the whole point of this game to me is finding ways to make the resource efficiency work. But I understand that it's not for everyone, so fair enough. Let's also dig this one out just so we can get the oxygen out of this bit, because it's mostly just CO2 up here until the oxygen rises up. Metal Refinery is done. Let's keep researching all the easy stuff. We'll research data analysis. Yeah. There's a crashed satellite, so that's potentially radiation research immediately. It's a lot of radiation. We have the warts in here as well. I want to see what's in the cupboards as well. The lockers. All it takes is a bit of dirt. Yeah, it's great. Lagbot under skill point. Lagbot can have engineering. Right, Max. I'm not going to skill scrub you yet. You know what? Maybe we could do with a plumber. But I'm going to keep you as a digger for a while. Hello, Danator. We're doing all right. We're on stream number 2 of the rebooted run on the new seed. I'm exploring the frozen tundra biome at the moment. Oh, there's another geyser up here. Hold on. That's important. Obviously, there's space up here as well. There are shovels, so I do need to think about this. What's the quickest way? I mean, I am going to tunnel up through here eventually, but let's not break through the abyss light just yet. I think what we'll do is we'll dig out this way to start. And then we'll go up here. Just so we can explore what this geyser is. But I'll need to leave this one here. I'll need to put a tile here. Then that should be fine. But yeah, we are using the yellow alert trick to confirm what the geysers are. Now, this is a Cool Slush Geyser. This is very relevant. So I think we actually... This is like game determinative. Because we were looking for something to actually feed the Pincha Peppers. Or the glossy Dreckos. And we can run it through a Metal Refinery once, and then it'll be warm enough to look after the Pincha Peppers. There we go. We're done. And as to where we put it, maybe we'll put it over here. What was the other one? It's an iron volcano. I mean, obviously you could boil it with the iron volcano, but I don't think I want to do that. I think I would rather feed it to the Pincha Peppers. No, that's really good though. Should I put the Dreckos in space for a laugh? No, probably not. Yeah. I don't think boil... The cold geysers are great, but they are lower throughput than the hot geysers. So they're not great for boiling volcanoes. Also, we're running pretty low on food again. Now, we can do some mealwoods for now. We do actually have the farm. Do I want to start on that? There's still a fair bit of muckroot that we haven't really been going for. So I should actually just get them to start digging it up. We'll probably coast for a little bit longer. Like, let's just be a little bit more proactive about that. I did say I was going to dig all this after all. We're not going to make the same mistake as last time where we don't commit to a proper food source. But we might as well eke it out a little bit longer. Because we want to dig all this anyways. Hey, the dupes all made it to bed. Hooray. But I'm going to be more careful about this than I was last time. Oh look, there's some free gold. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Obviously, there is a saltwater geyser, and there's the water weeds as well. If we dig up a load of bleach stone, we can do that as well. In fact, maybe we should do that. When, oh when, are we going to get some tropical pacus? We did get a gulp fry for some reason. That's not what I wanted. Yeah, keep grabbing that food. That's good. There is a bog bucket in here. Let's just grab this bit as well. That's fine. You're a little bit cold. We don't actually have a heater, so they're not running to recover. Okay, now this is the funny thing, right? So, we don't have a heater, so they can't recover the heat. Obviously, they have a lower athletics, they're getting stressed, and they're lowering stamina, which is not good. I think what we do is we put a heater here. because this is the only cold area they're going to be going into for a while. So we put a space heater in, and this should be relatively efficient. Now I could just put it down here. I think that would make sense. Yeah, there you go. So priority 9 that, then that should save you getting chilly if you're not frostproof. We have a lot of frostproof dupes. So we'll prioritize putting the warm coats on the dupes that aren't frostproof. Gulp Fry deserve death. Oh, I feel bad about it because they're pretty good, but not in this scenario. We want the tropical fish. Yeah, put the space heater up here so the Plug Slugs can enjoy it. Right, there's the iron volcano. Let's see what the spikiness is. Looks about normal. Looks like about a normal flow rate. It's currently active. There is some hydrogen. Did we give you some metal by accident? I don't think we did. Yeah, now you guys can heat up. That should help you out a lot. The oxygen should flow up here eventually. Too many times they've ruined the off-gassing pea water. Bye, now I should have mercy. Hydrogen from the salt biome. Oh, yeah, that's fine. I don't mind a little bit of hydrogen. To be honest, what will happen is the hydrogen is going to accumulate up here. The actual base for the dupes... I want to explore a little bit more over here before I commit to where I'm putting them. Basically, I want to put the layout in, because obviously we're not putting them right next to the friggin' satellite. Obviously, we're not putting them next to the iron volcano. So that is probably going to be the roof. And then the question is, how much further over to the sides do we go? And I think we stop at the saltwater geyser. Oh, it's dormant? Do I want to go... Do I want to go look at this? No. Here he is putting blame on the cold, starved slugs. Yeah. The slugs. We're slandering the slugs. That's exactly what we're doing. No shame. Right, let's get the radiation research done. We will eventually need to do the radiation research. Ever tried radiation eaters? Is it worth it? What, you mean starting with 3 radiation eaters? They don't eat a lot. I mean, if it's like Weezewort level, it's fine, but you can't just plonk them by a wrecked satellite and expect them to be fine. It's nice to get to hang out with the slugs. Do the slugs give extra decor? They do. Amazing. Yeah, I think it's good for low-level radiation, like especially as well if you've got your base right next to the space biome and there's a little bit of radiation from the top. Or if the base is in space. But I don't think generally it's best plan. We've got a proper farmer here. That's pretty good. Let's get the fertilizer, though. There's also a puffed. We are planning on doing puffs, but there is already a puffed on the asteroid, so I'm not concerned about it. Let's get the fertilizer. You get so much fertilizer from the printing pod. That's like one of the key things we always do, to be honest. Oh, right. I need to put a tile here, don't I? Yeah, keep draining this water. We're almost done with this. Right, let's rummage and inspect these. Looks like another slug biome over here. That's good. The more slugs, the better. You guys can reach over here, so let's priority 9 this. In fact, priority 9 this, and then wrangle you. The more slugs we get over here, the less coal we're going to use. So that's good. Oh, you're getting stressed from slipping on the ice. No. Okay, warm coats. Right, let's go through the dupes and check which ones aren't frostproof. Right, Ruby. You aren't frostproof, therefore you can have a warm coat. That is currently all the logic I'm applying. You guys can get around this, so that should be fine. Oh, I'm glad it's the weekend. I'm always glad it's the weekend. And it's a bank holiday in the UK, again, on Monday. I'm busy on Sunday with family, but I'm hoping to actually get some YouTube videos done. We'll see. Yeah, yeah, we're never going to know exactly how much power we're going to get out of these slugs. All I know is I think we got enough. Let's actually have a look at the colony report. So it looks like the coal generator was generating a lot of power. Some of the Plug Slug power was wasted. But this is telling me that we need more capacity. It's telling me that we need more capacity. And then the Plug Slugs could generate all of the power. So they'll do that soon enough. Yeah, you guys should be fine with digging this bit out. There's 2 more slugs over here as well. Let's go grab those. I just want to de-slug all the areas so that we can just explore into them and not worry about them later. And possibly grab all the polluted water. And then in the meantime, we'll put in all the wires. So yeah, probably worth keeping Max on digging for now. That seems like a good plan. Maybe we have the slugs as the thumbnail. If we don't get the Drecko stuff finished today. We probably won't get the Drecko stuff finished today. It usually takes quite a while just to actually build it. To be honest. Even if we know where it's going. Like, we did it on stream 3 last time. Yeah, I'm very tempted to expand over here as well. So I think what I would do for that is I would go up here. At first. Just to have a look. We got a snazzy suit, so the original guys get the snazzy suits, and then Carrie actually let's just check. Carrie actually is not frostproof, so they could get a warm coat as well. There you go. And then let's see, Abe. Were you not supposed to have a warm coat? No, I think that was a different dude. Abe could get the other warm coat. That's good. 3 warm coats. Right, Cool Slush Geyser. So this one does not seem very spiky. That's fine. So that comes out at minus 10 degrees. It will freeze if we just leave it here. I think we want to set this up for pumping right away. And then we can start feeding the Pincha Peppers. Wild slugs start at 30 kilojoules a cycle, but drop down to 3 kilojoules when they get hungry. Okay. So, in that case, we'll probably just build a couple of extra batteries. In fact, actually, why don't we just put them up here? That would definitely be the easiest thing to do, right? Oh, no! We confined one of them. That's not going to help, is it? Let's do this. And then this wire could go up here. Yeah, this was the obvious solution, to be honest. Shove ropes up the slug's butt. No, I'm feeling a lot better about this already, to be honest. Right, we need a super duper hard digging dupe so we can get rid of the obsidian on this as soon as possible. Grey area, you can actually just dig this stuff for now. Probably fine. You might as well just dig all of this, actually. Right, research. Let's keep going with that. Let's do... I mean, we're going to want the telescope eventually, right? Let's just do that. This needs to be done immediately. Sorry, guys. Not optional. I mean, he's got oxygen, but I don't want to leave him up there for a while. And then I'll dig these. I'll put the wire here as well. Okay, he's been let go. That's good. That could be priority 9 then. So I think we just want to do... We got some loot? What's the loot? What we got? We got another wallpaper. I think we already have a digital pink one. That's pretty good though. yeah, that's all good as well. You guys can reach this. It's just a bit of a convoluted path. I guess, yeah, we don't need to put the batteries here. That's fine. Slug. Oh, Slug's sleeping on a wire that's yet to be built. That's an annoying feature. Right, one more battery here, and then I think that will do. Yeah, I'm pretty happy about that. Okay, let's speed up. Oh, right, food. We can... I'm going to priority 9 these digs as well. Just to make sure that we actually grab the food. There you go. I look forward to the mischief that you Slug's descendants will cause when they escape. Oh, I'm sure... Yeah, I'm sure they'll be fine. Yeah, you did the wrong thing. Okay. I guess we yellow alert these now then. We've got an emergency. Okay. Wrangle, wrangle, wrangle. They're not going to get up to too much. I don't think there's too much metal down here, is there? Oh, I need to dig these as well, don't I? Parkour! Sleeping slugs make the cutest noises. Yeah. We'll be fine. Looks like some polluted water got in here. It wasn't germy though, that's fine. That pump is no longer pumping anything, so again, I don't think it really matters. We'll just sweep up the polluted water when it's finished. It's a lot of polluted water, actually. I wasn't really paying attention to that. Okay. Was that a polluted ice melting? I don't think it was. Right, how's this going then? Are you actually able to dig over here? You don't seem to be prioritizing it very much. I guess you've got the granite in here to worry about. If you dig that one, you can get in here without digging all the granite immediately. This is still supposed to be the nature reserve, but we've got the we've got the skill scrubber in here now. So let's actually, if we put a door here, then that means I can dig underneath this, and then we can actually just grab all of the food in here, which should actually be significant. Okay, we don't need any of this immediately. I think I will hold off research for now, just because I want the dupes to keep digging. You can enable auto-harvest on this, The mushroom is not growing because it's in air. The bristle blossom isn't going to grow, so let's just do these. Some chlorine in here. I don't really want to expose that just yet. Yeah, have a look at there for now. Keep having a look around. A little bit of hydrogen's going to get up there. It's fine. Yeah, just do that. That's fine. More Paku, more salt water. Interesting. Well, we'll probably just leave the Paku in there. And then, if we do that, it's going to overflow. So maybe we actually just build a ladder here. And then a ladder here, a ladder here. Dig this out. Yeah. This seems good. So we've got 9 tiles up here. That's probably fine. There's actually a lot of bog buckets in here. I will dig... Let's see. I will dig the swamp chard as well. Yep, that's fine. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to wait for either Max or Ruby to get digging 3. Then we're going to uncover the vent. We'll analyze it, and then we'll uncover it, and then pump it somewhere, and then we can get the Drecko started, because we'll actually have the food for Drecko, so we'll just do our normal build. And that could provide some cooling for the base as well. We could use it to cool down the base, and then feed it to the Metal Refinery at the end. That's a pretty good plan. And obviously, at the end of the day, once we achieve our objectives with the complete recycling with critters, we'll just divert it off somewhere else. But for now, we're just going to keep riding the wild food for now. There's a geyser over here. I'm not in a huge hurry to get over there. Actually, let's check what it is. But I think we've got plans at the moment already. That is the aluminium volcano. Yeah, we don't need to worry about that yet. I don't yet require refined metal. There's some more muckroot, that's good. You could dig in here as well. And then you could go in here. That seems good. I could also come in here and just grab this. Yeah, batteries are looking good. Maybe this is actually going to completely solve power. Maybe we didn't even need to do the copper in the end. In here it's saying that the coal generator did a lot of the work. I think the Plug Slugs probably aren't generating as much power now as they were before. They generated more power this cycle. Interesting. Well, we got more fresh Plug Slugs this cycle, so that makes sense. What was I doing over here? Oh, I was spreading it out so we could mop this up. Can I mop this up yet? No. Okay. That's fine. Right, let's speed through it for now. I'm happy with what they're currently up to. There's more salt water over here. I would like to get in here as well. And then we can start grabbing the sleep weeds. Not that I think we'll be able to access that many of them to start with. This should work. This just looks like ocean to me. But we do want to grab the Plug Slug. There are a couple more Paku in here as well. Neo, what you got? Building. Good. You like to see it. Yes, looks like we found more swamp shards now. That's good. Is there anything over here that we want immediately? Probably not. Whoa, what does this do? Plus 17 piloting, rock fan, irritable bowel, anemic, bottomless stomach. Unironically, maybe we get them and save them for later? No, that seems... I don't know. What do you think? That's a lot of piloting. I mean, to be fair, you don't need piloting to, you don't need athletics to operate a rocket. Bottomless isn't the best for a pilot. No, it's not. Maybe we take the kitchen menace instead, Harold. Another high athletics dupe. That seems good to me. Maybe we stop at 10 dupes for now, before we go any further. But this seems like a good bunch. I think we've solved, like, the key problems our base had. Obviously, we don't have a rocket pilot. We don't have a decorator, but I think everything else is pretty neat. Everyone who gets atmo suits is a pilot? True. That's very true. Look at long commutes. Most of it is just time spent going to dig. So I think we're in the clear. We're just taking the time. Wait, why am I digging this? Was this just to explore? I think this may have just been to explore. That's fine. This does seem like the easiest path to explore with. To start. Let's do this. So we can get over here. Where's your stinky? No. I'm trying to find the natural gas vent. Oh, we gotta wrangle the plug slug as well. We gotta do that. Oh, look! It's George! We found George. Okay, that's interesting. How quickly can we get really good food for George? Probably pretty quickly. We did it quickly last time because we had the Pincha Peppers. And we have the Pacu that we're actively looking after, so let's surf and turf as well. I think George is a high priority. So let's do it. Let's go here. And then we can go under here. And we can also grab all these bog buckets. And then probably just come down here. Yeah, let's do that. I'm really pleased we found George this early. This is potentially gigantic. But we'll need to do George after the Dreckos. Go Pincha 2 and sleep, if not today, next time George is done. Yeah, exactly. Like, Dreckos will have to come first. I reckon we could get George by, like, the 4th stream. That's huge. I'm going to dig those as well, just to get them out of the way. More balloons. Yes, more balloons. There's a geyser over here as well. What's the way I want to go for that one? Hammer. Oh, God. Yeah, I guess that was predictable. Pick that up. Pick this up. Pick that up. Pick that up. I forgot I told them to harvest that. I almost had a heart attack. Carrie, stop destroying the nature reserve. That's fine. Yeah, okay, let's keep going. We need to get the digging skill before we can progress our Drecko plan. And the more exploration we do in the meantime, the better. So, Iron Volcano's here. Saltwater Geyser's here. George is here. There's a geyser here as well. Do I fit the base in this wedge? That seems sensible. Wait. Why did I just get lag? Yeah, whatever. Seems to have disappeared. I think that would be sensible. We could fairly quickly demolish this base. And because this base is a bit warmer, maybe this is where we actually start setting up the infrastructure? I don't know. It depends what's in this geyser as well, doesn't it? In fact, I actually just want to get down here immediately. Let's actually just go... I think we can do this. Yeah, we can do this. And then there's the water. And then I think we just dig down here for now. Yeah. Let's do that and then we can find out what's in that geyser. Oh wait, we're still doing the trick. I keep forgetting we're actually doing the trick this time in the yellow alert. It's a carbon dioxide geyser? Okay, well. I mean, useful for later if we ever find slicksters. We never did find slicksters in the previous run, but I think that's because they're only going to come after cycle 500. if we don't actually have an oil biome on our map. So I'm not going to worry about that too much. Who's idle? You're idle. I think you're just bored. Well, if you're bored, what does that mean? I mean, carbon dioxide geyser I don't think is a huge... Oh. Geyser or vent? Geyser. So it's cold. Oh, okay. Well, I guess it's not good for Stixers then. But the heat capacity is very minimal anyways. I think we still do dig down here. Because it's not going to take very long. What else do I want to dig? I can start digging out more stuff over here. That's fine. You can dig all of that out. We'll keep doing all the research as well. You could dig... Realistically, you could dig all of this out. Minus 40. Yeah, it's not cold enough to actually make a difference to anything. Because the amount of mass and the heat capacity is so low, it's just not relevant. It's the sort of thing where in maps where it's outside and we don't really care, we just use it to add a little bit of passive cooling to the asteroid, but it really doesn't make a big difference. There's more Plug Slugs down here. We're getting a lot of Plug Slugs now. We've got 7 guys on here at the moment. Did you grab all the slugs from over there? Yes. Is there... Did you grab this slug? I think you did grab him, but not quite. I think I may... Well... I'll get you to try and grab him again. We gotta go fight Jorge, though. Good for soda? Yeah. This area is also full of oxygen, because of all the off-gassing. So it would be pretty easy for me to set up a wire. In fact... I think what we could do... is we can just dig this. I don't think there's any issue with us actually just digging this. And then digging this. And then just getting to Jorge this way. And then we can just lead the wire through here. I'll need to dig this tile as well. The cold ones can output fairly overwhelming amounts of CO2 though, right? No? I don't think so. I mean, it is if you just leave it erupting forever. But, like... I don't know. I mean, we've only opened them on maps where it's been dumping into the exosuit area. So it wasn't relevant. Yeah, we'll just dig this out. So I think what's going to happen is... we... put the base in this window here. I could probably expand it further over here as well, but we'd have to demolish Jorge's bit first. And there's a lot of salt water over here. So I think we start the base here and then just expand it this way. Max earned a skill point, right? Max. You're having digging 3 for now, just so we can actually go ahead and do it. I suppose with exosuits and the seal base, it doesn't matter at all. Yeah. And we don't bother before that point. Right, let's do this. In fact, let's just dig all of this. Except this one. And I'm going to do the window. By window, I mean blind. Use it for storage for the base? That's true. Not the worst idea. Research is done. Okay. That's fine. I'll leave that there for now. Liquid reservoir is important because we need it to store the water for this. Right, so I think we are literally just grabbing the wire, bringing it up here, and then bringing it over here. We could just run it literally through here. And that's perfect. Yeah, I like that. And then Priority 9 dig all of this. Now, the other thing I could do is I could reevaluate the levels. Was it a Cool Slush or Cool Salt Slush? It's Cool Slush, which is perfect because that's going to be what we feed the Dreckos. So, what we will do is I will set up an insulated tile here and here, here and here. Oh, wait, we need a pump. Okay, so probably like this, and then dig this, and then dig all of this. It's sad. We've got some sleep weeds here. It's a bit sad, but that's fine. There are more frozen biomes. There's a fair few sleep weeds over here. So, in terms of conserving the seeds, I think we probably should still conserve the seeds. We've dug up enough food at the moment. I am just going to put some planter boxes in... where am I going to put them? Down here. I'm just going to store the sleep wheats in those planter boxes for now. That's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to cook with them yet. This all needs to be priority 9. This all needs to be priority 9. Right, so that means this all goes to priority 8. Because that is not as important. But you might as well do it while the oxygen's there. Also, you can come in here and grab this guy. And this guy. And then you can grab these too and just do some exploring. Yeah, that seems good. Yeah, when you dig them up, it only gives you 1 sleep weed. So like, obviously, just letting them expire or letting them harvesting them and getting all the seeds is much more efficient. To add a ladder or something, there's a 2-tile gap in the George shortcut. Is there? I think... Oh, this one. No, they can climb down here and then climb up here. I feel like everything is accessible. Right? Oh, that one. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, yeah. This run is sponsored by Slug Power. Yeah, that we are actually using them for a change. I want to keep expanding it as well, so let's just keep going over here for now. Guess we'll let the CO2 out. Right, I will hold off the research for a little bit until people get bored again. Yeah, I'm glad we're using the slugs. I feel like we're actually making the correct moves this time. But we do need to actually prioritize these so that we can plant the sleep wheats and not have them expire. You're about to erupt. Now, the gas up here, there is some hydrogen. It's going to mostly be in contact with the abyssalite, so I think it's not going to be a huge concern. It's going to be mostly contact with the abyssalite and then the carbon dioxide, so I think we can just let this erupt now. And then the pipe, so the pump will go here. We'll put a hydro sensor on it, probably. Just use up the last of the lead doing this. And then that's going to need an insulated pipe, and then that's going to need to go here. Oh, look at that! Look at that! We're in the money! It's a potential thumbnail. Probably not, but it's certainly something. Could fit another one over here. Oh, let's just do it slowly though. Yeah, I'm very happy with this. Right, let's speed up. You've still got plenty of food at the moment. Oh, look, a little Plug Slugger has hatched. Let's grab it. We must continue to acquire more slugs. Right, wait, we got 22 sleeweeds? Really? Well, maybe we should start making them into food then. Right, I'm gonna plant, like... I did this last time when we, had... I did this last time when we had mutant sleetweeds we were trying to preserve. I think we'll preserve a couple down here, and then the rest are gonna go into frost buns at this point. So I could actually make the grill and start doing that. Yeah, you know what? Let's just put the grill over here for now. Maybe we just swap it out with these beds. I mean, that would kind of make sense, wouldn't it? Then I could just put like a ladder here. That would make sense. I'm not planning on getting over 12 beds anyways for now. But I'm not really planning on going over 10. Yeah, let's do it. Let's just put the kitchen here. And, I'm not sure exactly what we'll put in. Wait. Grill. Grill. Grill, micro musher. And then lamps. I can't quite fit one lamp for all of them. You know what? I got a better idea. Let's just put a grill here, and a grill here. I don't think we need the micro busher yet. And then a lamp goes here. Remember, the freezer's a good civilization. Yes, we're not going to massively overproduce food, but yes, we need to sort that out early as well. Now, the good news is, if we do set up the dupes in here, especially if we let the CO2 pool down here, we're kind of going to have a natural freezer right at the start. We should prioritize keeping it cool. But that could be our sort of intermediate solution. This is more just so we can make some frost buns to eat. Again, we're still going to do some... We will get a proper food source once we get more dupes in this. We can still coast for a while. But we're definitely not going to coast as long as we did last time, because that got excessive very quickly. Yeah, you guys are enjoying the wires. Let's have a look at long commutes. Mostly just construction supply now, because you're just grabbing all the copper. That is fair enough. You picked a slightly odd way of starting. Oh, you need to build that ladder. That's what you need to do. We got 9 slugs up here now. Okay. That is good. We're good on power. Rust Snazzy Suit. Frostproof dupe. Frostproof decorator dupe. I don't really like the irritable bowel. Chef. We don't have a chef. Sure, let's pick Camille. I think having a chef makes sense. We're putting the grill in. Right, Swampy Delights, yes. Forbid Mutants. Frost Buns, yes. And then barbecue, yes. Cooked seafood, yes. We'll just do that. And then... what I need to do is I need to disable all of these. Because I just want to keep the sleepweeds here so they're preserved. Just so that we don't accidentally run out. Just so they don't accidentally expire on us. Right, you're erupting over here. This needs to be priority 9. And the wire also needs to go over here. So that's going to have to go... Oh, right, the volcano. There we go, that's what we'll do. Right, that is important too. We need to do this before the volcano explodes. If you plant and then dig up a sleepweed, does it remember how spoiled the seed was? I have no idea, honestly. It's very funny how they sleep on in-progress wires. And then he's a bit confused, but he's got the spirit. Right, food's looking a little bit low. It's going to start cooking soon. There's more Dreckos over here as well. Let's dig this, 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 these, this. There's also some muck roots down here. And then there's more algae and stuff over here. That seems good. The polluted water is increasing. I suspect that ice is melting over here. Oh, I suspect we dug out polluted ice and it's gradually been melting. Well, that's fine. There's also some stuff in here, so dig that out. Dig that out. You may as well dig that out and let the hydrogen escape. Dig this. Dig that as well. You can dig that. And then dig the snow, and then you can come in here and grab the sleepweeds. There's more sleepweeds down here. I'm not in a huge hurry to get down there. I will dig that one. Yeah, keep analyzing the vent. I want to know exactly what's going on with this vent. I mean, you not got enough lead. I like how the practice run had a metal volcano at the top of Axis Shaft. The proper run has it at the top. Yeah, it's symmetry. It rhymes. I mean, aside from the fact that this is going completely through the middle of the map, I'm very tempted to just set up the base here and have the exits here, and then it can exit into the middle of the map. I want to go to the sides as well to see where we're going to put our transformers, but that's a later thing. Should still actually just enable auto-harvest on these buildings, on these plants, right? All of them. So what do we think the odds are the food supply will be allowed to coast long enough to cause a problem again? I suspect it's pretty high. No, it's fine. We can do mealwoods whenever we want. There's still more stuff over here to look at. Also, look at all the Pacu in here. And look, there's more swamp shards in here. I don't think we can actually get anyone to do this door yet. Let's not bother with that. There's another swamp shard in here as well. At some point, this is just going to be locable with extra steps. That's usually what we do, though. It really is. We'll be alright. Maybe we plant mealwoods now. No, there's more stuff over here. Look. We want to dig anyways. We could either grow food, or we could dig and get food anyways. We might as well dig and get food anyways for now, while we're still trying to actually explore. And look, there's more stuff over here. It's once we've actually dug out the whole temperate biome, that's when we start to panic. Look. Food. Glorious food. I can get you to come over here as well. Yeah, that'll do. I'm gonna move the slug egg to the power farm, otherwise it'll hatch and eat everything. Yes. You know what? That's actually a good idea. Let's put a... Let's add slug eggs to the list, and then just go find them all. So, relocate here. Then that's the other one. Okay. Yeah, Harold's already on the job. That's good. Yeah, this wire's going pretty well. I don't mind that it's going to take a little while to get over here. I also do just want to dig out over here just to have a look. I want to get in here with the Paku. I think I would have to open this up and then put a ladder in here. And then we can dig this up and this up and this up. They ought to be the best looking eggs. I like the Paku eggs. I think they're my favorite. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. Like, look, there's a load of sleep wheats. Once we actually start cooking them, will be great. Oh, speaking of which. Hold on. Chef. Right, so... yeah, I guess you can minor in a few things. But we also need cooking ingredients to go in here. And... what else do we need? We need another Great Hall, actually. I mean, it doesn't need to be huge, but... we'll build it for now and then decide what to do. We will definitely get more food set up before we get more dupes again, though. There you go. Yeah, you're very quick at doing this. Right, this one could be the Bluffbriar zone. There you go. You can see the little Paku inside. Exactly. That's why they're the best eggs. You get it. You can't get over here because you need a ladder. That's fine. Let's keep doing the research. We're going to need a lot of this stuff for the Drecko Ranch anyways. I still want to consume all this water so we can move the shaft down and not feel guilty. Right, disable this, disable this. That's plenty of sleep wheats. We are going to need to get some natural gas set up to recruit George as well. So we do need to find the vent. Oh, right, the bottle. Right, here's the plan. For now, I'm just going to set up a liquid reservoir down here. And this water is going to go in an insulated pipe over this way. Feels kind of bad piping all the way down here. Wow, that was all the igneous rock? Really? Lol. Sweep the polluted water from the clean water. It's too much. There was some ice that melted. This pump isn't actually pumping anything. It's just for research. Eventually we'll have just the polluted water in here and we'll just drain it off to the side. With this polluted... oh, with that chlorine. You know what I mean. Oh, right, you can't get in here. You can get in here if you do this. Oh, she cooks. Look at the frost buns dupes will enjoy. Yes, that will help us a little bit. We probably do need to start thinking about food just temporarily. Let's put some muck roots in. Let's put some mealwoods in. For now. There's still a few more plants, but I think we're at the point where it's fine. Had too many hatches left with wolframite from insulated pipes, you'll be okay. Yeah. Every time you bring that up, it reminds me that I need to do the Rhyme Revenge video. I think I've come to accept the only time I'm going to make an actual montage video is if I get, like, COVID again and I'm off, like, work for a week. Otherwise, I'm never going to have time to do it. That's just the facts. Because it takes like 2 weeks to edit those videos. I don't want to stop streaming for 2 weeks. Yeah, this is still going alright.
Seek fluid intake.
Seek fluid intake. Alright. I will. I gotta drink. Use AI, lol. Time is an illusion, free time doubly so. I mean, the thing about the editing is it's a video channel related task I could do where I don't actually have to record my voice. So it's a very good task for me to do when I'm ill. Although the other thing is, I have to, I'm gonna have to clean out my hard drive before I do that, because recording all the clips, I'm gonna have to clear out all the clips from the previous videos, along with Rhyme Revenge. That was about 2 weeks, I think. Oh no, you mean the run. Oh, it took me 2 weeks to edit together, like, the Flip Farters video, and that was 900 cycles. But, to be honest, it's not so much dependent on how long the run took, so much as... Oh god, what's happened here? Plug Slugs, what's happened? Yes, I'm looking at you. I think there was just some hydrogen here that we may have released, but I'm skeptical. But basically, the shorter runs, usually the stuff that happens in them is more condensed, so it ends up not being a huge amount of extra time. Oh, well, I don't mind if they found food. Neo, look, we've got Neo knocking. He's knocking and yodeling at George. We should just leave Neo knocking and yodeling here for a while. Hello, little Psycho Panda. We're good. We're just subjecting Neo to some harmless yodeling knocking for George, Mr. George Jorge. Sing for me! Phantom of the Opera. He's singing and banging, yeah, literally. There we go, it's George Jorge. So, we've got a few things to do. We've got to connect the wire, we've got to do the decor, and then we've got to do the other thing. Oh, look! 2 geysers. Right. I think we build the base, including George's container, somewhere. And then we butt it up against that geyser. So the base is going to go, like, here. You'd like to claim Harold? That's very reasonable. Yeah. There we go. Harold, you are now Quantum Zari. There we go. That's thumbnail worthy, right? Maybe. We have a lot of George thumbnails. I'm tempted to do the slugs instead. Because we've collected a large amount of them. Not that we're going to do anything else with them, but that's a fairly large amount of slugs. Also, this is full of fluid oxygen now. That's good, because it's pushing all the hydrogen up here. I don't know where they would have found the food. Right, let's see what's in here. We are, again, just doing the cheat. So we've got a Water Geyser and a Cool Slush Geyser. Really? Oh, yeah. Okay, that's where they are. So we have 2 Cool Slush Geysers. Right, well, we're going to have a look at those. This is fine. And then, if you just come down here, I think you just do this. It's a lot of CO2. Water for the whole run. Yeah, having a water geyser really helps. Really helps. I didn't think it was going to be that easy to reach. There was some salt water in here, apparently. That's probably fine. That means we don't have to prioritize the cool steam vent. That is good. Right, priority 9. Oh, what have we got here? We got a phlox. Little yipping phlox spawn. Now, we could keep it in the frosty bit for a little bit. I don't know what I want to do, necessarily. So I might take the phlox and shove it up here. somewhere. Maybe I'll just put it over here for now. Like, just in this little bit. And then we can think about what to do later. It'll just die, though. Not if we put it here. It's not a tame one. Yeah, I'll just put it there. And we'll think about what to do with it later. We didn't print them last time, but I think this time it makes sense. Maybe. So the thing about floxes is, I didn't actually cover this in the water recycling videos that are part of our plan, but floxes are potentially very powerful for resource recycling. Because if you feed them with pike apples from the phosphorite from the Dreckos, they turn that into a lot of wood. Like, it's a huge amount of wood for the amount of phosphorite you put in. And then if you turn all the wood into CO2 by sublimating it or burning it in a wood burner, then process it with slicksters, you can get a lot of sour gas out of that. There is an argument to be made that it's more efficient than using the Dreckos, but we never quite got that far with the video. But it is something I actually do want to investigate. I will sweep up the salt water because that's going to annoy me, and it's going to give the dupe soggy feet. I'm going to sweep this one up as well. I have a new Critomorph idea. Flying pip eating bonbon trees poops snow. Based on the manga from Japan. How'd I do? 10 out of 10 would recommend. Would the devs want to add another flying critter to the game? That's the question. Yeah, I think that does actually need to be Priority 9. In terms of air, there's no air at the moment over there because of the salt water. There's a little bit of air, but not enough to actually breathe. There's also a bog bucket in here. We could go have a look at that. It's raining squirrel. Nice, nice. Looks like we're still right on food for now. I will plant, for now, some mealwoods. Just for now, on a low-ish priority. We do have a dupe that can farm. Abe, I think we're going to keep doing with building, because they're the mechatronics guy. Ruby, you can have super duper hard digging. I think now is the point where we skill scrub Max, so we get Max to farm. Gliding squirrel. Yeah, I know what a Momonga is. Yeah, I like it. Maybe I just dig up to here and dig this one out as well. Max is going to come over. Not too long. We got some little pack of babies in here. Right, speed up again. Let's keep looking at long commutes. It's looking good. It's just construction supply. In terms of power, George is powered at the moment. That's good. I'm not going to do the other quests yet until we get the... until we get the decor. No, until we get the natural gas. That's what I'm still searching for. Wonder if the pathing algorithm can support critters that can glide downwards but not fly up. I think I'd have to make new code for that. Yeah, the devs, I don't think that's the sort of thing they should prioritize. This is the edge of the map, by the way. I've got to find where the neutronium actually cuts off. There's no bees in this biome. So we could just demolish it without feeling bad. Look at the lights, look how they twinkle. Right, Max has had his skills reset, so you are now the farmer, and now it's your job to farm. So you could prioritize that. That will do. Hooray! And then Camille is making the sleep beats. Making the frostbite. Seems good. That should be able to keep them going for a little while. I don't think we go down here and connect up the rest of that. This is getting a bit far away as well. Right, let's get the flocks over here now. So you need to wrangle the flocks. There you go. What priority is the pipe? Yeah, the pipe needs to be higher priority. There you go. I think it's a decent chance of work. It just depends how it's implemented. Yeah, but I feel like there's better uses of the dev time than the mechanics like that. That's just my honest opinion. More sleep eats. Let's actually... Oh, you can reach them from here? That's pretty convenient. Still, there's more plants that need snow, and the only way you can get it is by making water. Yeah, we need more sources of snow. You're absolutely right. Definitely a reasonable ask. You've still got air, that's good. So maybe we didn't need to set this one up right away. And also, I need to make sure that whatever we do, this one isn't actually going to reach over here. Oh, wait, we don't have igneous rock. Oh, where is the friggin' igneous rock? We really haven't actually found that much of it yet. There's little blobs of it over here. If I just actually get you to do this again, then we can build some more tiles up there. Just restrict it a little bit. It's just cope. I just want the snow pit. Fair enough. Cope away. Yes. Speaking of cope, I should try and find a way to actually navigate over to the saltwater geyser. We got 12 plug slugs here now. That's a lot of slugs. Let's dig that as well. Right, priority 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you can wander over here. And then if I put a ladder here, you still get down? No. Well, they don't necessarily need to get back in here. The Phlox is very patient. He's just looking at the geyser. I would very much like to know which one of these is the Water Geyser, which one's the Cool Slush Geyser, because if whichever one it is, we can just start pumping it over here as well. In fact, let's actually do that now. It's going to add redundancy. Although this pipe definitely doesn't need to be insulated. At least not for this region. So, let's see. It's going to come past George either way. Pipe doesn't have a decor issue, so that's not going to cause any issues. So, let's go down here. Then that can just hook up over here. And then that should be fine. This doesn't need to be insulated here. You know, the funny thing is, if we just put a carbon skimmer at the bottom of the base, we could just have the carbon dioxide guys erupt into it. Actually, this is a fair bit more carbon dioxide than the vent. It's interesting. Hold on. That's the water geyser. Okay, so we got to come down here then. That's fine. So that's going to go over here. Put the liquid pump here. The hydro sensor here. Then hook that up like this. And then the power wire can just connect to George's wire. Oh, that's so good. That's great. Water geyser looks fairly normal. That's fine. Obviously, this is going to go to the SPOM. So the good thing about this as well, we can just set up the SPOM here. Like, we can just drain all the salt water somewhere and just build the SPOM here immediately. And then we're done. Very, very simple. So I think we build the base up to here, and then we have the SPOM here. Wait. Ah, cock. Okay. There you go. That's a lot of hydrogen. Maybe I shouldn't have built an insulated tile. Yeah. You've got polluted oxygen from the pipe, though, so that's fine. And we're pumping the water out now, so that's good. What do you mean you can't get out? Oh, right. Someone has to dig this. Okay. Oh, no. Okay. Maybe this will be the thumbnail. Oh, please. Please pee in the water and make it germy. That would be amazing. No. Okay. What's gonna happen? When's Carrie gonna pee? Yeah, you're fine. You might pee off the cliff. Into the water tank? Hold on. Oh, look. Oh, what a pro. Okay, fair enough. You get a promotion for that. You're now an advanced doctor. That was your final test. Right, let's get... I'm gonna get strength on Lagbot for a change. Quit burying dupes alive. No. I didn't mean it. I promise. Hope you're doing well, Tech Rock. What are you talking about? I've got some chlorine up here. Where are we storing bleach stone, anyways? I guess we could store bleach stone and stuff in here, right? That's not going anywhere. She got that because she built all these tiles and then she climbed down here. She must have built it from down here and then climbed up here. Right, so we have polluted water now. We potentially have a lot of polluted water, so let's actually... I think I will actually set up more tanks. Just for now. And then that could go like this. And then I can think about where else that's going to go. Was Pete on the pole? That's some prime spot to do it. Yes, exactly. Oh, vertical line here. Some glitch, I guess. Right, let's do another set of tiles here. Then we can put more batteries in. And more slugs. And then... Oh, right, the bleach stone here. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, dig this all out. Leave that one. Low food alert. Yeah, we're growing mealwoods now. They're almost done. We'll add more mealwoods as needed. There's still some more buckroots down here. Is it just a biome boundary? Maybe. Yeah, looks like it. Right, I think we just, what, speed 3 for now? Or the Dreckos, right. We got the polluted water for the Dreckos now. That's storing cold. So that is storing cold. That's going to chill the area a little bit, but I don't think the liquid reservoirs exchange too much heat with the environment. So now I need to think about where I'm going to put the Dreckos. I think I'm going to put the Dreckos over here. Somewhere. No. Planning. If I could just shove them over here for now. Because I'm not planning on building the dupe base in this area. I don't really want to put them in space. I would quite like to find an area that's not where I'm going to put the main industry, but also not where I'm going to put the dupes. Down here. This is where we put the Dreckos. Down here. We're going to demolish this whole bit and then shove them in there. That's what we'll do. Okay. And then we don't have to move them again. We got the pink wallpaper. That's good. I think I would still like to get this all set up first, because I would like to analyze the geyser. How we warm the polluted water. The Metal Refinery. We have a video. This is what we're going to build for the Dreckos. We may not end up building it today, but we're going to get ourselves in a position where we're ready to build it next time, I think. It's just an early temp build, right? Why not put it near the bases here on commute times? I don't think it is going to be a temp build. I mean, obviously, eventually for the actual sour gas boiling, we're going to have loads more Dreckos in, more repeatable ranches. But I think to start with... Ooh, look at this. Squash fries. Yeah, we'll take the squash fries. That's some good food. I mean, you're right, putting it near the base early to save on commute times is a good idea. Especially based on what we did last time. That is what we did last time. Am I actually going to want to get rid of it and relocate it later? I don't think so. Oh, also, hold on. I can sweep up this now. I need to put the bleach stone in here. Like, it's still a good industrial thing to have. Because I know if I put it the other side of the geysers, I won't get rid of it. If I put it here, I'm going to get rid of it eventually. But there's also the question of how much time we can coast on. We can coast a fair bit off the mealwoods. Obviously we don't want to use up all of our dirt, but we can use up a fair bit of dirt on that. You spent 39% of your time on construction supply? That's wild. From what I remember of the video, it's very optimized for early game. Yeah. I guess there's also the question of how quickly we actually move the dupes over here. Because we really haven't got anything here that we can't just move over here. Like, in terms of, like, habitability for mealwoods even. Like, this area we can still grow mealwoods in. We just have the dupes settle up here. I would want to tile this over, though. I could just get them to start building more tiles. Because they're spending a lot of time running back and forth here at the moment. Yeah, I think it's worth doing. Yeah, just keep building more tiles there for now. You're not actually erupting, are you? No, you're dormant? Okay. I would like to analyze you as well, then. Trying to ignore all the gases all around myself now. The gases will probably be sorted at a later stage. Yeah, get this done first, then you can run faster. That will help. It'll be very quick building all that. We got 12... So we got 12 slugs on here. We got 13 tiles. Do we have another slug somewhere we can grab? I thought that was a slug. It's just a cobalt lump. F. There's a slug here. Seems good. Yeah, that'll do. Right, speed up a little bit. Oh, right, you need to dig this. Yeah, that's important. I think there's currently guys trapped in here. Or they're all going around the long way. Yeah. Dig it out, dig it out, dig it out. Dig this out as well. Oh god. No! Stop doing the long run. A lot of polluted water in here as well. Or Do I put the Dreckos here? There's just a fire pole away. The problem with that is it's too cold, but we're going to heat up the area of the Metal Refinery fairly soon anyways. It's so cold here that because of the fossil. We need someone who has the decorator skills as well, right? Yeah, we need Masterworks, so we can't actually get rid of that yet, so we can't just put it here for now. Could build it over here as well. This might be an easier area to build it. We know we're going to want to come over here later, because this is where we're building the actual base, and I know that's going to go there. Yes, we probably don't put it. Something along those lines. There are germs in here. Oh, that's the wrong level? Oh, that's annoying. Well, maybe I won't worry about that for now, then. Dig this. Are we crushing fossil in the rock crusher? Let's crush fossil. Right. The polluted water is going in here. And come out this end. You can sweep this up as well. Yeah, because we're going to go recover from cold now. That's not going to help. Yeah, please. Yeah, you are going to dig those tiles. That's fine. We got lots of food now because of all the meal ice. That's good. Little snoozy slug. They're all still breeding as well. This is good. Wow, yeah, we've really not been using all this slug power, have we? Look. We're generating a ton of it. Looks like we've still been generating some coal power, though. I guess because this battery drains first. Is there a compelling reason not to do the base at this level? Let's see. No, it lines up with the volcano. That's compelling. Perhaps a transformer line leading from the slug batteries to the main line. Maybe. I mean, I don't know. I don't really mind that we're... There is enough coal, I don't think it's going to matter too much. I could just set this to, like, 1 and 11 as well. That would help. Not a lot, but that would help a little. Yeah, they really are kind of getting, like they're going. The tiles will help. So, in actual fact, I think we can tile this as well. Like, if we go over here, like, I'm not going to tile all of this now, but, like, we did go all the way over here. The carbon dioxide vent would be not at that level, but we could tile over it, and that would work pretty well. So, oh wait, yeah, that's 4. Yeah, so I think if we do the base, this is the actual floor of the base, and then we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 levels again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So exactly the same as last time. This is the access shaft that we will use because it's conveniently positioned with the iron volcano. By sheer coincidence, I might add. I didn't even plan that bit. And then... let's just see how this lines up. I'm pretty sure this is just what we're going to do, though. So 23 lands us over here. There's a plant down here as well. Are you freaking kidding me? Get him out of here. So we'll have an access shaft here. We'll have another room here. Wait. Yeah. So the next door will be here. Another access shaft here. And that's going to go that far. And then the next door is going to be here. And then this is the actual exit to the base. But then there's the question of how big do we actually have our... do we have like a full-size room at the end? Or do we just have a suit dock terminate on one floor? Like we did before. That didn't seem like the worst plan in the world. In any case, I'm confident we can fit a base that was the same size as what we previously planned on the previous run. We can fit that same base in this window, and it should be fine. Yeah, that seems good. And then this could be a little runway, sort of. So this level down here, I think what I would do, so we'd have an exit here, just going into the main bit. Satellite rads. We would have some plastic tiles here as a buffer. Obviously this room would get quite irradiated. But I think we can figure out what to put in there. I don't think that'll be a big issue. It's just the one satellite. I think it'll be manageable, provided we don't have like a room the dupes are spending extended periods of time in there. I'm gonna not dig this tile. Mutated plants farm? Yeah, it's tempting. Yeah, I like it. I like this plan. So the base is going to go somewhere in this region, and then there's going to be transport running under here. I'm probably just going to run a transit tube underneath the carbon dioxide vent. Probably what's going to happen. And then we let that erupt into the map for a bit of passive cooling. And then that means the block for industry can start here. But then the saltwater guys are kind of constrained on that side. So we've probably got a little window over here. So maybe we just shove the Dreckos here. Because the Drecko build is going to be, what, 4 blocks high? How big was that again? Hold on. Yeah, if we go back to the video, my little Drecko block was 4 tiles high. So it was 1... so it was 1, 2, 3, 4. The saltwater geyser is here. Now the saltwater geyser is at this level. So this area is fair game for industry. But what I could do is I could put the Dreckos... I could put the Dreckos here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because the top level is research facilities and stuff anyways. I think we can put the Dreckos here. And it's not going to get in the way of our industry later, and it will minimally get in the way of our main base development. At worst case, as you say, we could destroy it. So, I think that's a good plan. I think we plan on putting the Dreckos here. Because A, they'll be quick for the dupes to build, and B, it's convenient for both the old and the new base. And the temperature's fine. And there's not a load of annoying things in the area. So, I think what that means is... I mean, keep building this for now, because we want the pipe. But I think we just start laying this out as well. Okay, we've connected the Hermit to the grid, so now we can disconnect him. Sorry, oh wait, we're not going to disconnect you, because the pipe's going to run through there. Yeah, okay, that's fine. That's fine. Right, so Dreckos. So this could be a regular room, because that's going to be where the research buildings go. And then this room is going to be the shearing station for the excess Dreckos. We can fully incorporate this into the base later as well. We can have them access it over here somehow if we need to. Then the Dreckos are going to go in here. Yes. So those will be insulated tiles because we're going to be heating them up and cooling them down. So probably not going to build those just yet. Just do this for now. We could dig out all of this. Yeah, I like this a lot. I like this a lot. Good. I'm really glad we reached that conclusion rather than trying to build it all the way over here. That wouldn't have been worth doing. In any case, I don't think it's going to get finished today. So maybe we just lay it out today, and the thumbnail could be the slugs, because the slugs have basically stolen the show. And this also means it's close to where we're actually storing up all the water. So that's also convenient. We are going to need to dig some more insulated igneous rock, though. So that needs to be the... Oh, God. Most useless color overlay in existence. There's a load of igneous rock around George. I am quite tempted to just dig out this igneous rock. Oh, there's a loaded space. Do we just dig out those space rocks? Probably not. There's a big block just in the Drecko zone. That's probably worth thinking about. Breathability is pretty bad. But there's no Dreckos above the base. I think there's plenty we can just grab out of here for now. I'll just grab it from the perimeter for now, I think. Yeah, I'll just tell them to keep doing this for now. There you go. You guys getting to bed on time. You guys are nowhere near getting to bed on time. Let's give you another downtime. Let's give you another bedtime slot and another downtime slot now. This is way stretching the limit now. Not that the game has said we've had any unscheduled naps, but like you can see the dupes are spending too long on the phones to get to sleep. We're definitely at the point where we can't do one bedtime slot anymore. That's a temporary thing anyways. This should be a pitcher pump. I'm not overly fussed about that though. Right, and I think what we'll do is... We'll just dig a lot of tiles. Let's just dig up to here for now. I will need to be careful about the sand and the salt water. We know that there's going to be igneous tiles up here. So I could start building those in as we make our way over there. It's going to be a little bit wider than this. It's also going to be mirrored compared to our YouTube video, but that's fine. So that's Drecko ceiling 1. This is Drecko ceiling 2. We'll fill in the gaps as we dig more material. This just means we'll actually be able to get over there, and then we could dig. Then we can dig a lot of this stuff out too. And then this stuff can be priority 9. Because we still want to hook, yeah, we still want to hook this up. I guess we don't worry about the Water Geyser for now. Yeah, George is happy. Nice to see. The Flops has moved on. He's graduated. He's wandering around down here now. He should be very happy. He's actually able to go over here and have a look as well, but he's kept in check by this ladder. So that's good. He'll stay nice and cool. Great. I'm pretty happy about that. This room up here doesn't really need to be insulated. So we can just expand this out for now, just so we can actually dig all of this stuff out. The salt water we will just let in here, right? That won't cause any issues, will it? I will just build this tile here, though. And then, yeah, you can dig this. This will be insulated as well. Looks like you're digging up a little bit more igneous rock again. Oh, there's some bits in here. Let's dig some of this out. That's fine. The algae isn't slimy, is it? Oh, look, we got the granite insulated tile. Ooh. I definitely want to see what's going on with this vent, though, because if it's really spiky, then maybe we geotune it. I mean, yeah. So, obviously, geotuning it isn't great compared to geotuning a regular polluted water vent, because you're getting less polluted water for your bleach stone. But the temperature is more manageable as well, so it's pros and cons. We got a frost-proof suit wearer here. They're both yokels. I'm not a huge fan of that. I think we'll take the fungal spore. I don't need to be super pick happy with dupes now, because we've got all the roles filled. Yeah, here it is. This one seems a little spikier, but not to an absurd degree. Yeah, and the thing I like about this as well is we can just shove the transformer spine here. So this is looking like that's going to be the ladder. This is going to be the tile shut off. And then this is going to be the actual access past it. And then this is going to be where we seal off the geyser. So I'll build this now, just so I don't forget about it. That one can be granite, that's fine. We could probably just run this all past the transformers as well to keep them cool. Yeah. That's good. Obviously, we'll keep an eye out for where the abyss, the neutronium is. If it runs further past this bit, then we'll have to shift it out slightly. We don't really have any room, though. It all looks like it was planned. Well, yeah, kind of. I found a seed ages ago. I didn't plan it to this level of precision, like with where exactly everything was going to go. I knew the biomes were in the places I wanted them, and I knew the geysers were roughly in the places I wanted them. I think we have to put in more mealwoods. Let's put in more mealwoods. I'll just shove them up here for now. Ah, look at that. Nailed it.
Seek fluid intake.
Nailed it. Yeah, we'll finish this off. I think we're kind of out of wild food now. I'm going to put the micro mushroom here temporarily, because if we're making lots of meal ice and we're actually trying to use up this random water on the map, we might as well make some lice loaves. So that means I will put a sensor here as well. Will this work? But let's see. I'm tempted to try it anyways. How are the Pacu doing? Have the Pacu graduated yet? Yeah, look, we got a tropical fry egg already. That's nice. Yeah, because this is dormant, the water is at a reasonable level. So it's not going to boil the fish, but we're still going to get what we want out of them. That's good. Okay, how's this looking? So, we want to keep insulating these bits. Pump is built. Pump is not in liquid. Right, so we could dig this now. All the infrastructure's set up. Ruby's earned an attribute point. That was good timing. Good luck, Ruby. There's a lot of CO2 in here. That's like a bomb of CO2. Can I actually... I think I can actually keep that from exploding if I do it like this. Yeah, we'll just do that. For now. Gulps only clean pea water, right? They don't desalinate too. No, there should totally be a saltwater Pacu that does that, though. That would be cool. Just keeps pooping out salt. That'd be very funny. That's how fish really work. Trust me, I'm a fish expert. Right, set you to above 50. And then that's going to fill the area with a bit of oxygen as well. And that'll help the dupes do stuff. Yeah. Oh. What? Oh, this isn't insulated. Uh-oh. Right, well that needs to be done then. You should actually melt this. I think we would... I think we're actually going to have to do something like this, aren't we? Yeah, that's fine. We can do that. Yeah, this is a very cold radioactive biome. But probably a good idea. More granite. We're going to do it with granite here because it's just going to be quicker for them to build it. But we'll do it with igneous rock for the Dreckos because we're going to keep them here a while. There is one of those that cleans salt water in the Pacu Morphs mods? Yeah, I'd imagine so. That's such a good idea. I don't know why it wouldn't be modded at this point. Harry is looking sprightly today. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. You need to erupt just a little bit more. And then we need to analyze you as well. There should be enough air in here. Eventually, maybe. There isn't any air in that bit. It's going to take you quite a while to hop over all of these little islands. That's for sure. Okay, well, there isn't really going to be a fixed cutoff point today. We'll get as much of this built as we can, but I'm probably going to save filling it with all of the actual stuff until next stream, which... Yeah, next stream will be Monday. Next stream will be Bank Holiday Monday. I do have a backlog of YouTube videos I want to record. It's very tempting to just do more Twitch streaming, though, and do it in bulk, but... Nah, we'll do a YouTube video and we'll do a normal stream in the evening, I think. I think that's the plan. Yeah. This water's all very cold now because of all the ice melting. It's interesting. Food seems okay. Let's put lice loaves in here. And I'm actually going to prioritize that because the more loaves we make, the less mealwoods we have to plant. At the moment, it seems like we don't have to plant the others. But I'll keep an eye on it. Oh, we got a shine bug here now. We relocate you in here. Sent them on the Discord in case anyone wants to play it. Nice. Thank you. How much bleach stone we got? Where is that again? That's over here, right? Not a lot. We haven't dug out too much. That's good. I'll keep an eye out for more slugs as well. Oh, you're all dripping down here. Look, you need to finish this off. Sorry. That's going to be very annoying otherwise. And you're never actually going to melt this otherwise. No, Hammer, no. Well, there is air in here. It's just not anywhere we can reach. That is the annoying thing about that tile. In fact, I'm going to get you to actually tile this up here. Yeah, build that one first. Really? The rancher is building it? Why? Okay, well. Beggars can't be choosers. If we tile out that chlorine, that means I can dig this up here, and then that means we can breathe the polluted air up here. And that's definitely worth doing. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. And then you should melt fairly... Oh, this is regular ice? Oh, right, okay. I'm gonna have to dig that then. Regular ice? Why? Oh, because of bottles of water? Okay, alright, I get it. Okay. That seems good now. Right, and now we just let everyone crack on, I think. So let's give, I'm gonna give Neo supplying. Looks like we got more ice over here that melted. That's not very convenient. I guess we are gradually heating up this area. But, like, the majority of this ice should be so cold it shouldn't matter, right? Oh, let's go over here and grab more sleep eats. I'll remove this one. Similarly, I can get you to come in here and do this, right? That would be sensible, wouldn't it? Yeah, so you guys must have... Are you actually able to get out, Neo? Yeah, you are. That's good. I don't think there's anything else I want to do then for now. I think we just speed through it. I think we just speed through it for a little bit. Let's just check long commutes. Let's see if there's anything we can do to help that. Most of it's construction supply, which can't really be helped if we're grabbing a load of igneous rock. There's some local igneous rock over here, so that would certainly help. So I'll keep getting them to dig it out where I can find it over here. There's actually a fair bit, so that's good. And then we can grab... Yeah. And then we could grab all that as well. So let's party 9 this. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. Looks like we're actually getting lots of life loaf now. Oh, it looks so gross coming out of the machine, doesn't it? Disgusting. Well, that's good. The less mealwoods are actually growing, the better. Some poke shells running around down there. There's another sluglet that we can't reach because we need to dig this tile. That's fine. It stopped at a bad time. What do you mean? Yeah, the slugs are fine. I mean, I don't know when we dropped some metal down there. Maybe a dupe dropped it en route to something else. Let's dig this out as well. Then we can reach this sleep beat. It's almost at the end. What's almost at the end? I mean... Yeah. I don't think I've got time tonight to finish off this whole build, but we'll just do it at the start of the next stream. Oh, the life slope. Oh, yeah. It got cut off right at the end, yeah. You just needed to pinch it off. Oh, God. The less I talk about that, the better. Christ. Yeah, you should be a lot quicker building all this stuff now we've got some local material. In fact, that probably means we just... hold on. No. It means we can probably just finish off the little bits over here now. So, I know that there's some farm tiles going on top of this, but I also know that it doesn't actually matter. I will dig under here as well. We want to grab all that. I don't mind letting some more polluted water down here, as long as it's not germy. At least it's not mush bars. I prefer eating insects over dirt any day of the week. Yeah, I hate mush bars. The more you talk about pitch it off, the better. So long as it is nice. It reminds me of that one meme with SpongeBob and Patrick in the circle with the sea bear, where it's like, I'm not getting you because you've got a circle around you. It's a technicality. Something along those lines. Right, so that's going to look like this, and then this is going to go all the way around. And then it's going to go all the way around here as well. The only thing is, if we dig these bits, it's going to come falling down, so let's not do that yet. And then these bits don't really need to be insulated, it's just these two rooms. Mush bars are so expensive. Exactly, that's it. You get so few calories per resources. It's just like, you should be growing mealwoods whenever you can. It's very annoying there's a little chlorine layer hanging out over here. But beggars can't be choosers. We've actually made slightly too much food now. That's fine. That means we can probably put another dupe, right? The cycle continues. We don't want a farter. Let's just print the rust. That's fine. We must print rust. I'm gonna give everyone supplying. Max can have researching. Max could do the scanning of plants. That's definitely his job. Had a little misplanning. I had to mishbar to save 3 dupes when the savior's coat with berry sludge. Do you remember the time where we saved the dupe on that run, coming back from the rocket? We literally delivered food to the exit of the rocket because he was like a couple of calories away from starving. That was very close. That was fun. Right, these tanks are nearly full of water. It's minus... Well, it's getting warmer the longer we run it over here. Also, this one, we're letting warm up. I think I only wanted this one to... Okay, hold on. Let's actually set this like minus 22 for a second. Yeah. I wanted to insulate it up to the point where it wasn't going to actually freeze in the pipe going through the frosty biome. So that's what we've done here. I could actually just seal this off now, right? I think the main reason I don't want to is because there's stuff up here we want to grab, so we won't quite grab it yet. Yeah, this seems good. Just keep doing this for now. I'm not going to place anything in here until the start of next stream. But it's good that it's all planned out. And then, what else do we want to do? I mean, to be honest, right? Like, am I actually going to leak this water in here? We could very easily leak this water in here. Do I need to get back down here? Kind of. Not really. Here's what I think we do. I think we dig down here. We dig this down here. We don't need this pump anymore. I'm just going to remove this. I'm going to put another pitcher pump here. Okay. That's slightly awkward, but that's fine. What achievement did we earn? Yeah, epic last minute save. Pay the bills. It's not raw. Ghost of Gravitas. Oh, right, you did a bioscan, didn't you? You did the door. Where did you do the door? Here. Okay. What of the Paku made it out over here? That's very funny. How did that even happen? Well, there's nothing too interesting over there. This is actually slightly too much food now. I'm gonna lower this to priority 5 then. But yeah, we'll dig that out. I'll leave this tile there. Actually, you know what? I'll tile it. And then we can grab whatever's inside. And then I think I can just release this water here, and that should be fine. Yeah, you just dig this first. In fact, if you priority 9 this dig... I don't think it's gonna... Oh, wait, hold on. This needs tiling. That was close. Not that it would be a huge problem. Yeah, so dig this as well. Priority 9 this. And now I can just let this water out here, and then we can just not worry about it. Oh, wait. Priority 8 this. 8. Yeah, we have too much food now. Pretty good problem to have. I think we'll go up to cycle 45 and then we'll leave it there. I'm gonna dig this as well. Maybe we'll get one more shot of the Plug Slugs. We've only got 10 here now. The numbers are dropping. I think they're laying eggs. I'm not that worried. I haven't seen any wild slugs just wandering around. Now this should overpressurize before it overflows. Yeah, there is one egg, yeah. Yep, we did count it. That's true. I need to get a shot of someone using the heater. So this is 1.36 kilograms per second, and then this is 1.34. So we've got 2.7 kilograms per second. Assuming we don't geotune it, which I think is very valid. Do we geotune the water geyser? Probably not. I would like to analyze this just so that I know what's going on with it. Right, that water... Okay, that was not the smartest move I've ever made. Let's put a tile here. And then we'll sweep it up. I need to dig this sand out as well. But this means we can grab all the fertilizer as well. That's good. Right. And then I'm going to need you to sweep this. Yeah. That's fine. And then I think I could just pour this clean water down here. So what I'll do for that is I will just dig like this. Okay, hold on. I will dig a bleach stone because then I can do this. And then there's a little bit of polluted water, which we're fine with. And then I think I'll just do this. And then if I build a ladder... Oh, hold on. Hold on. Neo, you gotta get out of here. That's not optional. You're fine, Neo. There's air over here. We're not killing Neo today, he's fine. Carrie is trapped. How's Carrie trapped? No, Carrie's not trapped. She's just gone quite far to the other side. That's fine. I mean, there are sleep meats in here. We really don't need more food at the moment, though. So I'm not going to worry about them for now. What a way to get stuck. Yeah, I mean, that's a fairly substantial wedge of sand for a change, isn't it? Yeah, and I don't mind that we're using the stuff for Lice Loaf. Because we're not going to be short of water with a Water Geyser. That's for certain. But we will seal this off before we analyze it. Actually, should I just build the enclosure for this already? Because what I could do is I could, if I insulate, just depends where I want to leave it. I could build a little Escher fountain for it. Yeah. What do you mean you're idle? Oh, you've only got hard digging tasks? Well, that's not really cash money. You can certainly dig this stuff, can't you? Well, some of it anyway. Yeah, keep digging all of this. How water get over here? Oh, that's just the remaining water from later. This map has like 5 water geysers in an event that we know of. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So, like, Lice Loaf seems fine. Conserve dirt. I would like to see this get done. Oh, wait. Cancel that for now. Oceania are pretty much always water-loaded. Yeah, it just depends where the geysers are and how many cool steam vents you get. Because the cool steam vents are just annoying. I mean, once you get the steam turbines, you're fine. Let's actually do some more research for now, because people are getting really bored. Wait. Oh, you're trapped. No, you're actually just bored. Okay. More digging for you guys, then. I mean, I do just want to clear out this whole area at some point, so, like... That's fine. It wouldn't be water-themed if that wasn't the case, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, it's just cool steam vents are kind of an annoying one to tame. Like, as good as the Luma Plays build is, it's quite complex, and you need some advanced stuff for it, so... Not perfect. Not perfect for, like, early game. Wow, these are actually full now. It's great. Let's see what this one says. It's going to erupt in 15 cycles, 2.18. This is actually a fairly low output water geyser. That's mildly annoying, but that's okay. Right, just put an insulated tile there for now. And we'll deal with you later. I'm not going to complain, because ultimately the aim is going to be that we're not actually using the geysers long term. And it's certainly enough to get going short term, so I really can't complain. Right, you could dig that sand out as well. And yeah, just dig that out as well, that will help. And I think I'll wrap it up in a minute. Ooh, look, we got some puffed eggs. Wait, we got a +14 Diver's Lungs Rancher with unconstructive. Oh, come on. It's very tempting. What do you think? Should we take an unconstructive pay rancher? We need good ranchers for later. I think this is worth investing in. Because this comes back to the whole argument we had, right, about how much oxygen our ranchers would be breathing. This one would be doing a lot of ranching and not a lot of breathing. We need pay. Yeah, we'll get pay. Okay. Not an animal lover. No, it's fine. Right. Pay, you're gonna come here. Yeah, we're gonna hire an unconstructive dupe. Yeah, there you go. How will they die? We shall see. I never take unconstructed personally. No, I don't either, but we'll give it a shot. That's pretty good, plus 14. Probably will be keeping her busy, maybe, if there's not ranching to do immediately. But we'll build a gym. Maybe we'll just build a gym by the carbon dioxide vent. So how grand is the critter ranching vision then? Well, I don't know. Basically, so this whole area of the map, more or less, we can fit industry in because there's no geysers and we can melt the printing pod. So how much of that is Drecko ranches and how much of that is sour gas boiling, I don't know. We still need to actually plan that part. But we will have many. We'll have as many as we can fit. But again, the plan from last time is we're gonna get the base properly set up first. We're gonna get the asteroid properly mined. We're gonna get all the geysers sorted out. And then we're gonna start sandbox, well, not actually sandbox mode, but like then we're gonna start playing around with the industry and coming up with ideas for the recycling loop specifically. And the aim will be that all of the recycling stuff will be kept in a closed loop. And the outside of the map can just be exported to other asteroids. That is the whole plan. Right. Oh, look. There's an inconvenient gap. We got some slug wars going on. It's kind of funny. I don't think we're going to get any dupes on... I don't think we're going to get any dupes up here, though. Give him a stroke with the mouse cursor. There you go. Yeah, most of these guys are giving 300 watts. That's a lot of slug power. You like to see it. Cool. Right. Well, that's going to do it for tonight. Ugh. So, yeah. We know what the layout is now. That's great. We found a load of geysers that are going to be key to us doing what we want to do quickly. And we can do the Dreckos next time. I like it. I really like it. Oh, look, it's a Plecko. Amazing. Right. Thanks very much for watching, guys. Have a lovely weekend. If you have a bank holiday on Monday, have a lovely bank holiday. We'll see you then. If you like what you've seen tonight, feel free to follow me on Twitch and you'll get notifications when I go live. All of the VODs will be uploaded to YouTube. This one will go up on Sunday, I imagine. And yeah, there's a Discord server as well where we talk about games and discuss builds and memes and all sorts of things. So there's people talking about Oxygen Not Included on there as well. But yes, I feel like this run's getting off to a good start. And I feel like the layout is going to be more convenient, both in terms of transitioning over early on and like the final arrangement. I think it'll be pretty good. Wow. We're getting all we're getting all crowded out by the fish. Good night, Chicheline. Good night, little Psycho Panda. Right, who are we gonna go raid? Who's on? Oh, I just left my friggin' internet browser on the whole time. Okay. That would explain why we lagged earlier, but that was a fairly low-level lag, so that's fine. Right, man, I don't know. I'm gonna go raid Further Reading, who has a lovely watermelon emote as their profile pic. So let's go raid Further Reading, who's currently playing Oxygen Not Included. Looks like they're on cycle 89. They're on the stinky asteroid. So we'll go say hi to them. Send lots of fish. Send fish. I'll see you later. Have a lovely weekend.